Hello friends, it's Christy. Welcome to Bitly Ditley Has Plans. In today's video, I am setting up my budget for the month of January 2024 in my Classic Happy Planner along with the Budget by Paycheck Workbook. So let's get started. Alrighty friends, so I didn't do any setup videos this year, so I thought before we got started with my January budget, I'd just quickly step through my book and how I set it up. So these are metal expander discs. They're the Happy Planner brand. I bought them online, and then I have the classic 7x9 size in the dashboard layout. So this is just sort of the title page. I just wrote my name in there and put family budget, Harris Family Budget. And then here on the year at a glance 2024 and 2025, I just marked where the paydays are. So our payroll schedule, we have like an online system, and it's really easy to just look them all up. And so I thought I would just mark them so I kind of know what the payroll schedule looks like. And then in these pages, I use this to mark when bills are due or the things that I pay are due, and like things like birthdays and trips and things like that, a couple of the holidays. So I use that to kind of map it out and see what's coming up in the year. And like if I have things that pop up, I can put them in here. So like I have my registration, Otis's home again, renewal, Otis's birthday, things like that. So that's what I used these pages for, kind of another year at a glance. And then these pages here, this is from the Budget by Paycheck Workbook. So this is a yearly spending overview. And basically what I do is I record my income, and that, which is steady because I'm salaried, and then my expense categories, and then what I spend in each of those categories for each of the months. And then I kind of get a look at the spending pattern over the year. And I usually just kind of round up. And then there's that. And then this is the balance overview. So it's showing all of my savings, debt, retirement balance, all of that, and my net worth. So just kind of tracking that each month through the year. And then here's another way you can do it where you can graph it out. And then here, again, these are still from the Budget by Paycheck Workbook. This is the financial goal worksheet. So some short-term goals within a year, medium-term goals within 5 years, and then long-term goals in 10 to 15. So I have things like increasing my 401k this year again, funding Christmas with cash. I want to do a mini trip with the girls because I won some free hotel stays. And so I wanted to take advantage of those. And then my medium-term goals of paying off my car, maybe a big trip to New Zealand. Scott and I celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary in 2 years, I think. Yeah. So looking forward to that, something I want to try to do. And then my long-term goals is retirement. I'm within 10 years of retiring, so kind of wanted that. And then this is just another way for you to map out your yearly goals. Basically, you put like the dollar amount and then what you'd need to save monthly and then when you want to save it by. And then here's another way of doing it so that you can kind of track your progress through each month. You have space for 8 goals here. And then this, I like the visual ones where you can put the goal, and I always put like the starting, and then you can color each of these boxes up until you fill your financial goal. And then this is a membership and subscription reminder worksheet. I like this because it certainly lets you know how many streaming or subscription services you have out there. We were talking about this at work with my friends, and my one friend, Francis, was saying like he's got a ton of subscriptions out there, and he's got to really sit down and go through and start canceling a bunch of those. You can see like Netflix, my gosh, it's $22.99 a month now. Disney, Hulu, I share with family members, so my contribution's $10 a month. And then iTunes, I have a 2 terabyte iCloud storage, that's $9.99. And then Otis's Home Again, that's his microchip service. Amazon, geez, look, up to $139 plus tax. And then the Canva Pro that I have is $119.99. So that's just a reminder there of what those membership and subscriptions dues are, and then kind of when they're due and whether they're annual or monthly. And then here is the monthly dashboard. A lot of black and gold in this book, which my gold metal discs work really well with. I'm getting used to the black. It's a little dark for me, but I like it now. Okay, so I have here a kit from Fern Creek Stickers. It's called Winter Farmhouse. It's number 197. I picked up the savings tracker headers, the sinking funds headers, and then I just ordered some like wide wash sheet. And then this is a sheet from the daily duo because I was just looking to see like what I could make work in this happy planner to kind of just do my month with. So I'm going to pull out the pages that we're going to be working on. So the monthly view, I have a blank page in each month, and then the first paycheck bill tracker. These are the ones that we're going to work on setting up. I love being on the discs so we can easily take them out of the book and just work on the pages flat that you need to work on. Okay, so I'm gonna put those to the side. And I really like this washi here, and I thought what I would do is, these days of the week are super huge. I don't know that I need to use those, but I thought I could just cover up here like this. Oh yeah, that works really well. And then let me just trim this. I think I'm gonna go all the way across over the top of the notes and just trim it here. Like that, cool. And then let's do this side. I love this floral, it's so pretty. And I'm just gonna leave the days of the week and we'll just use what's already there. This down, and then let me flip this so I can trim this. Perfect. And then let me get some, oops. Let me get my monthly scripts. So I have several options. A lot of these are from Orange Umbrella Co. This is a nice size. That one's kind of small looking. I don't have January here. I don't have January on this one. Ooh, I like this size. And then this one is from Saya Planning, which is now Aperture Empath. Oh, I kind of like this one. I kind of like the size too. Let's do this one. We'll put January. I'm going to, I think I'll center it over here, over the top of the calendar. Like that, there we go. That looks really off. Maybe I should trim this here. Maybe that's what's making it look funny. I'm just gonna trim this because it does kind of look not centered. There, that's better. Okay, so that's that. And then since we have all these dates here, they're a little big, but let's just see how big. Let's see how it looks. Maybe I'll use these. Bigger is better for me in my old eyesight, so actually, I think I'm gonna put these down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute to put all of these dates down, just so they're a little bit bigger, and we'll come back. Okay, so I have all the numbers down. I like how this came out. It looks really good. Okay, so I have selected 2 markers. I have this mild liner from Zebra, and then I have this Tombow 192 is the color number. I'm going to use these to mark my 2 paychecks of the month. And let me see, do we have payday on here? No, I don't. So I'm going to pull some from my little book. I have plenty of payday stickers. And let's see, let's use these bigger ones. So we actually got paid before the 1st because the 1st is a holiday, but since that's kind of the first day of the month here, and this is going to be a holiday, so we're actually going to get paid here. So it looks like I've gotten paid really close to each other, like 2 weeks in a row, but really I got paid like at the end of December. Okay, let's do green first. So I'm going to mark this payday this color, and this payday will be this color. So I have to make this one stretch all the way to the end of the month. Okay, so there's that. And then here's what I have. So if we take this page from the beginning of the book, I do my auto payment, I have a Visa payment, and my allowance for the girls. I do that all on the 1st. I just put it on the 2nd because there wasn't enough room. We have a trip to Old Greenwood. I've got Netflix on the 13th. Again, I pay auto, Visa, and allowance again on the 15th. And then my Disney is due on the 16th, and then I've got iTunes on the 29th. So let's go ahead and we'll put these down. And we'll do this. So this on the first, auto, and these are customs that I had Saya at Aperture Empath do for me. And then we're going to Old Greenwood on the 5th. So I'm just gonna, I like to highlight first and then write just because it helps with smearing and all that. I'm gonna write that in so I don't forget. And then on the 13th, we've got Netflix. Where's Netflix? Here it is. 13th. Okay, so here, and that just comes out automatically. Okay, so that's what I have for the first paycheck, and I'm just gonna highlight these since they're stickers. I'll go over the top of them. Okay, that looks really weird because the payday is on the 12th, but this is gonna come out of that paycheck because typically I get paid on the 15th. We get paid on the 1st and the 15th. Okay, so now the next set, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it over here. I know this is kind of kooky, but the first of the year is kooky, like I said, because we get paid way before the first. And so it kind of throws things off. Alone. And these, okay, there's that. And then I also have Disney Plus. Okay, so there's that. And then iTunes. On the 29th. I don't have anything else. Okay, so that's the second paycheck. Okay, and then over here, normally what I like to do is I kind of put where I want to put my unspent cash. So I'm gonna wipe that out. It's not tasks, so I'll do and I'm gonna do it. I always put money in Otis, and I'm gonna put money in Christmas just to start rebuilding that. So there's that. I'm gonna do that. And then let's put a little bit of color in here in these little check boxes so I can just check mark it when I'm done. And then looking ahead, so I always kind of do like what's coming in the next month. And so for February, there'll be Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna wanna send little care packages to the girls at school. And then I don't think there's anything else in February that I know of. Otis may have some vet appointments. We've been referred to specialists. So I've been referred to a cardiologist for him and a dermatologist. So we'll see if I can get appointments in February. So maybe I'll just do this. I'll put possible vet appointments with specialists. My poor boo-boo. Okay, and then here I usually like to track my FSA spending. I just bought glasses, so that took a big chunk out of it. But otherwise we're pretty healthy, so we don't have a lot in terms of FSA spending. Okay, so there's that. So we've got this and this. Okay, and then with the blank page that I insert in each month, and this is just a pack of paper that I bought on Amazon, that's where I set up my sinking funds and my savings tracker. So let's start with savings. And I'm gonna put this down first. do that, and then gotta be careful, these are kind of there we go. I'll put this down. And then the last one, and I don't total down at the bottom, but I just use this just kind of to anchor it. To anchor my little grid that I draw in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there we go. And I'm gonna get my ruler. I'm just gonna draw in lines here. So my starting balance, and then any additions or subtractions, hopefully additions, and then the ending balance. And I have my emergency fund, and then I have my 401k through my work, and I have 2 stock accounts. They're like Roth IRAs. So there's that, and I'll take the ending balance from December and put it here in the starting, and then move forward. Okay, so then the next page is the sinking funds. Okay, let's get this down. Next strip. This one's not cut. There we go. Okay, and then let's see. I usually put like another strip of washi down. So I bought the washi rolls because they were on sale for this kit. So I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to put this down here just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then struggling with this today. Okay. And then I'm going to put this down here. Okay, cool. And then let's put some lines down. So category. And then the starting, additions, and then final balance. Okay, so there's that. And then here I just put cash because I have, most of my sinking funds are in the bank. But then I do have a couple of envelopes for cash. I'll put here, and then, so my sinking funds are auto maintenance, so like oil changes, you know, that kind of thing, new windshield wipers. And then I have auto registration, which is in the spring for me. And then just general school expenses now for the girls. Mom, I need a new textbook, or I need this, you know, that kind of thing. And then Christmas, And then I save a little bit every month to go towards Amazon and Canva, so those are not huge bills due at the end of the year during Christmas time. I'm still hopeful about trying to get to a planner conference. I want to go to the West Coast one because that'll be more affordable. We do have a vacation planned in July, so I want to save for that. And then I always like to have a little bit in like a clothes fund for the girls and the household. So like in case something breaks in the house or whatever. Like we had to fix our refrigerator outside in the garage last year. So I had a little fund for that. Christmas, and then Otis, and then personal. Because personal for me encompasses things like dry cleaning and then healthcare expenses that don't go on my FSA card or whatever. So there's that. So there's my sinking funds, and these are my savings accounts. And then now we can start with the first paycheck. And I pull back my monthly view, and we'll look at my only income is my payroll. I don't include anything I might get from Amazon Associates or from Google AdSense, just because for me it's very minimal. I just throw it in savings. Okay, so here we have the girls' allowance, the auto loan, and then my Visa, and then I always have money for gas between my car, and I transfer money to Emma for her car. And then what else do we have? We're going to Old Greenwood, so I kind of want to make sure I have a little bit put aside for that, maybe going out or whatever. And then we have Netflix. And then I always leave some food money in here, like if we're ordering something online or going out to eat and it's just easier. And then some fun money, which would be anything like stickers or Amazon purchases, and then miscellaneous. So I always leave money in there for that. And then my cash envelopes are primarily our groceries. I do some money for fun, and then some money for miscellaneous. And then I always put money in Otis and my personal, just those cash savings envelopes. So I do that here because this is what I use to figure out how much cash I'm pulling out. This is not cash. And then sinking funds, again, this is not cash. These are sinking funds, but I put them in here because it's cash I pull out. So I always have money go directly into my emergency fund, so I don't even see it. And then I do want to put money into my auto reg because that'll be due in the spring. And then I want to have some school because the girls are going to be starting their new semester soon. And then building back Christmas. And then every pay period, I want to put some money in the vacation fund. So I don't always put money in every single sinking fund account, like with every paycheck, because I'm not going to do like, oh, $5 in here and $10 in there. Like I kind of try to do more significant amounts. So I do like this pay period, I'll have these accounts that I want to put savings into, and then maybe the next pay period, then I'll do some of the other ones that I didn't do. So that's just kind of in my mind works for me and how I do it. I have seen people where they do like $5 every pay period, and that is great because that works for them. For me, it's like, I don't know, I can't think that way. It just doesn't, it's painstaking to me. So that's kind of it. Let me put everything back in the book and we'll just kind of flip it through it real quick. Okay, friends, so again, looking back at the monthly view, the budget by paycheck workbook, how she has you do it is you figure out when your paydays are, and then you map out on the calendar which items or bills you're paying with each of the paychecks, so you can allocate where your money's being spent. I get paid twice a month. Some people get paid every week, that kind of thing. So you use the highlighter system so you kind of know which bills go with which paycheck. And then here, just on the dashboard, I do kind of some goals of where I want to put unspent cash, what I need to be thinking about in the months ahead, tracking my FSA spending. And then here's my savings tracker, which is my emergency fund, my retirement account at work, and then my Roth IRAs, which I've converted to stock. And then my sinking funds, which I have listed here. These are all saved in a bank account. And then these ones are my cash ones. And then my first paycheck bill tracker, I'll work my numbers off camera, but kind of the things that I've identified that I need to cover with this first paycheck of the month. Alrighty friends, I think that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you can catch future content on my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.